Hello guys, my name is Maria Toka. I'm a freelance graphic designer, and in this video I'm going to be doing such fundamental thing as putting together my portfolio. And this time it's not just a Behance page, already done it before, you can check out this video. This time I'm going to be creating my own website, because if you want to look professional, just Behance page is not enough. And this is going to be exciting because I can fully customize it. The website builder that I'm going to be using is Framer. I don't know, it's been really popular lately as the platform which allows so much creative freedom for customization and so many cool features on it. And I've been fortunate enough to partner with them for this video. And to give you a little bit of a context about my skill level. On one hand, this process is going to be really easy because all the projects are ready. I already uploaded them on Behance and all the visuals are done. In that sense, it's going to be easy. Oh, the only thing, I will have to write descriptions, bio about myself, but ChatGPT is going to help. I don't think it's going to be much of a problem. But on the other hand, I don't have much experience with building websites. And my skill level is pretty much 1 out of 10. The only few times when I was building websites was building landing pages for my Shopify store. Well, for my Shopify store, I used a template. I didn't customize it much. So I'm not sure if this is different or not. But what's going to help me? Obviously, I don't want to get into trouble. So I prepared a little bit for this video and I watched a few tutorials while I was following along and repeating the same steps just to be familiar with the basics and like how it all works. And secondly, if I don't feel confident enough to customize everything myself and to come up with the entire layout, I'm just going to use a template. Luckily, Framer has a huge library of free or paid templates, so you can just choose whatever you need. So it should be easy as well. And I'm ready to dive in and wish me luck. Let's get started. Okay, so before I start designing, I just wanted to clarify what kind of website I need. Basically, I just need something very simple, just to showcase my projects, a short bio about me. Also, I would like to include my socials, obviously, to emphasize my YouTube channel, maybe even to integrate one of the videos. And I don't know, that's pretty much it. I don't really need a section with my work experience because I'm not going to apply for a job. I just need it for looking for freelance clients. I'm still not sure if I want to include the information about myself as a content creator because that will require a different strategy. This is a graphic design portfolio, so I'm gonna stick with that for now. Maybe later I'll expand it. Okay, so we can see that there is a big choice of templates for all sorts of different websites that you can imagine, and in our case it's a portfolio. So let me find it. Yes, portfolio, that's right. Like some of them are free, some of them are not, but you can filter which ones you need. Totally different styles, like anything that you can imagine. Some dark themes, something a bit more light and classy. So yeah, I guess it depends on the vibe that you want to communicate. You can find something playful, something a bit more modern and tech. And the cool thing about their templates is that oftentimes they contain a lot of animations. If you're not really familiar with the platform, it might be a bit challenging to learn how to do it yourself. But when you take a ready-to-use portfolio, you don't need to do anything yourself. You just put your own text, images, and it's all done for you. I would look for something more simple. I just think it's easier to customize it. I think this is pretty simple but stylish. Another really cool template is this one. Just look at this, guys. This animation of all your projects. I think it looks so impressive and professional. Another really simple, very professional looking. You can never go wrong with this kind of template. But today I'm gonna go with this one. Press use for free, copy, and it's gonna create another copy for me. All right, and as you can see, there are 5 pages, which is home, works, and work contains 4 projects, but I guess you can add as many projects as you want, which is pretty simple. Yeah, I really like when the images are not of the same size and it looks more interesting as a collage. About page, very versatile. And I think this also looks very stylish. Just such simple font, but I don't know, I love it. Now we can preview this website. We just press preview and you see everything's animated. The cursor is this nice little dot. I'm really happy with that. Oh yeah, I see what it does. Illustration, brand art, photo. Wow. So you just need to add your pictures and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. What else do we have? Contact. This is a inquiry form and at the same time your email address, which is something I always recommend to show your email address as well. And page not found in case if something is not loaded. Okay, so I guess we can start with the home page. And the first thing I need to do is to change this name to my logo, to change the text, navigation button. Let me see what kind of options it gives. If we preview the website, works, about and contact. I don't think I'm going to change anything here. Those are the sections that I actually need. So yeah, I need to change the picture, the text and to add my logo. Maybe I will also add another background with a texture. Straight after that, I'm going to customize this section with my work. And I think this is going to be the longest process to add each project to its own page and to adjust the layout, the descriptions and all of that. Luckily, I already have my visuals. Okay, let's get started from the top. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is to start with this hero section. It's called hero section at the beginning of the landing page. I mean, any home page. I need to change the text. Okay, I can handle that. Maria. Very calm. I'm pretty happy with the design, to be honest, with the layout. Maybe it's a little bit too clean for my brand, but I could go with that. Maybe I would add a background with a texture. But other than that, I think it's pretty good. Then I'm going to change the image, obviously. So I'm just selecting it. I'm going to styles, fill, image, and here we are. I can even change the focal point if I want to, so I can make it a little bit more to the right. And then here I would like to add, instead of the word Yuya, I would like to add my logo. I think if I can handle that, I'm pretty sure I have a talent for web design. Just wish me luck. I've never done it before. Okay, so I'm gonna delete that because it's a text box. And empty frame, it says logo. Maybe I should add it here. Okay. Feel. Let's choose fit to make sure it fits. And I would like to make it a bit bigger as a typical client. I want to make the logo bigger because it's my logo. Okay, so I figured it out. I'm pretty happy for now. Like when you press these 4 dots, it should open up a menu. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is to add a background. So I'm just choosing the entire frame, fill, choose image, a paper texture. And the same thing I need to add to the menu. And the next thing, the most tedious thing that I will have to do is to add my work, and not only to this section but also to each individual page of each project. So I think I'm gonna go straight to those pages. So instead of the layers section, I'm going to go to the pages, works. So that's another page that opens up only with my work, and only after that you can open each individual project work. So this is the first one. They suggest me a layout already and I don't need to figure it out myself. This short bio is already pre-designed for me. The first project I'm gonna add is music posters, and the cover image will be this. I can also adjust it. Let's just crop it a little bit, like this. And it'll automatically crop it from the sides. Yeah, something like this. The description I'm just going to take from my Behance page. And this is the hack how to make this whole process much faster. Just make your Behance portfolio first, because all the visuals, all the text will be done and ready. Okay, and I spent a bit more time to add all of my projects, all 4 just for now. And I filled out the about page with the picture of me in Polaroid frame. I just thought it looks kind of cute. I also embedded my YouTube video link, so people will be able to get familiar with me a bit better, and if they're interested in my YouTube channel, they can find it straight away, or just quickly watch like a short clip of it, again, just to get familiar with me better. Obviously, I added all my socials, and yeah, just a little bit of adjustment of each section, and I'm pretty much done. And now, one of the most daunting tasks, as always, is to write a bio about yourself, because this one is just the default. But writing the actual bio, God bless ChatGPT. Without it, I don't know, that would take me hours to come up with something. That's what I'm gonna use now. I need like one brief sentence, like an opening line for this hero section, just to attract the viewer from the first glance and to convince them to stay on this page. Here in the about section, I also need 2 more paragraphs, I guess, with more details. And the same paragraphs I will repeat on the about page. I'll just add more pictures of me. And what else? And I will differentiate like different services that I'm providing, which is why I need that additional about page. And it just looks more professional. But other than that, like practically, it's not that necessary. I just don't want it to look like a landing page where everything is one page and it kind of looks too short to my liking. I don't know. Oh, another important detail is FAQs. I'm pretty happy with these questions. I think they make sense. If I come up with something else later, I will add more. But, you know, we need to start with something like slow and steady, our motto. We're not in a rush to make everything perfect from the first attempt. So let's go back to the home page, and I'm going to ChatGPT. Okay, I don't even know how to formulate that, so I'll try my best. Okay, that's not too bad, except for the fact that ChatGPT still thinks that my name is Olivia. Other than that, it knows me pretty well. I just never correct it. I don't know why. I just think it's kind of funny, and I don't mind keeping it that way. Okay, it's not bad for the start. So, I'm Olivia. I am a graphic designer, helping creatives and brands stand out with bold, expressive visuals. I'll suggest more options for the first opening sentence, something a bit more specific about me. 20 ideas, please. I help creatives and brands stand out with striking textured graphic design rooted in emotion and storytelling. Storytelling is a really trendy word today. I guess I could use that. I'm a designer and educator. Well, in terms of education, it's a graphic design portfolio. I don't think I want to mix all my services there. Content creation, education, it's just gonna be too unclear. I think I'm gonna focus on purely graphic design this time. I like this, but not helping others, helping brands and creatives. And maybe not necessarily online, just stand out. Okay, helping brands and creatives. Yeah, that makes more sense. And what could I highlight here? Typography, textures, and brands. Maybe only typography. Okay, let me try. Okay, I think that's pretty much enough. Maybe the tracking is a bit too tight. Yeah, something like that. And about page. I think I'm pretty happy with what it suggested me. It says about poster design, experimental composition. Yeah, I think that's good, but a little bit too much. This makes sense. And about my about page, I also need to change the text here. Okay, I'll do that a bit later. So services, what can I, yeah, I can change it here. It's so easy. You just change the name of the service, and right here you change the picture. You can upload something from your own projects or just a general image that represents that niche. So in my case, it would be poster design. Obviously, it looks better with all caps. Branding or brand identity. Might be a bit too long. Let's try. No, it's not too long. And album art, book covers. That's enough. I can just say and more, but it wouldn't be a direct link to something. So what else? Packaging. Okay, maybe packaging. And poster design. I'm gonna choose an image. I'm wondering if drag and drop feature works, or do I have to always press this choose image and choose the right folder and everything? So let me just try. It does. Amazing. Oh, I see. It's gonna be cropped then. Yeah, I don't really like that. I mean, that particular picture isn't great because the text covers the main thing, the logo. So I'm gonna change that. But now it blends in one black background. Yeah, maybe also not the best. Okay, the next one is album art, book covers, and packaging. That's a project that I haven't shown you yet. So if it's a new video that you're watching, you haven't seen it yet. But if not, probably my next video is gonna be about that. Okay. Poster design, brand identity, album art, book covers is good, and packaging, amazing. Yeah, I really like this feature. And now I just need to change this. I need to change the image, to change the text. Yeah, I don't think it should be all caps. Yeah, just for the sake of consistency, I'm gonna do it in the same way as I did for the homepage. I collaborate with, and I need the same text that I used for my homepage. And the last thing that is left to do is to make sure that it's responsive to different devices, because most of the times all the templates, they are designed that way that everything that you do for the desktop version, it automatically converts into the version for the tablet and for your phone. But sometimes when you do something that you don't really know what you're doing, some elements may be fixed, and on other devices they might be cropped because of that. So you need to manually adjust it. And in my case, it's a menu. For some reason, I need to adjust just to make sure that it's here. Okay. Then a picture of me is a bit too small in my opinion, so I'm gonna make it bigger. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Yeah, everything works fine. What about the mobile? Again, something happened to the menu. To be honest, for the mobile, I don't really need a logo here. My profile picture kind of looks like a logo, so I don't want to make it too overwhelming. Other than that, all the projects, they converted and adapted to the mobile phone interface, so I guess it's fine. Here, I think the text is a bit too far away from the image. I would like to adjust that. Welcome to my YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is cropped. Now I need to make it full screen. I don't need this one to be that long. Get in touch. Alright, and now we can preview what it would look like, and we would see all the animations, and I absolutely love how smooth it is, and all the animations when I'm just hover the mouse on the projects and the cursor with this negative filter inside. Yeah, I think it all looks really cool. Let's just click the menu, works, and then we can open one of the projects. Let's just say music posters, and we can see the entire project. We can also see the direct links to other projects, which is very convenient. Show more. I guess it's gonna take us to the main page with all the projects. And another thing that I fixed is I made my logo a button. Each time I click on it, it takes me back to the home page, the about page. And yeah, just look at this. Oh my god, I love it. I love this little animation moment. I think it looks very professional. FAQ, yeah, everything is here. All right, and yeah, let's go back to the home page. These are two little lines that you can drag and see how it would change depending on your device. So this is the phone, like a very narrow phone, I guess. And this is going to be the tablet version. Oh yeah, it says on the top what kind of device this is. And we can also make it full screen, like a really big monitor, and everything works perfect on pretty much any screen. All right, I guess that's a really good result for the first website that I made for my portfolio. I'm pretty sure I'm going to develop it later. I'm going to add more projects and maybe customize it more when I'll be learning new stuff about Framer. Like, I expected it to be a lot more difficult to learn. I thought I would need hours of tutorials and failing and frustration and everything. But if you're using a template, you can avoid all of that. So yeah, I can definitely recommend you using templates. They are already really well designed, and if you're not a web designer, you don't need to spend your time on learning every single feature. But the more you work with this platform, the more you kind of learn how it all works, and at some point you may want to learn something new about it. And as I said, Framer is the sponsor of this video, and of course I couldn't leave you guys without a discount code. Just use Maria Toka when you check out and enjoy making your own website. I'm pretty sure this is one of the best platforms for your portfolio. And thanks again, Framer, for sponsoring this video. Most of all, I learned that it's not that overwhelming and scary as I thought. If you don't know coding, that's totally fine. So guys, I finally did it. I built my own website, my own portfolio. Can't believe it. Also, I'm really happy that now I'm fully equipped to start actively searching for clients, which is something that I've been planning to do for a while, but I've been putting it off, constantly telling myself that I'm not ready, I need a portfolio, I need a website, I need everything to be ready, to be perfect. But now everything is ready, so no more excuses. So let me know if this video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye!